This is the real concrete jungle.
Where I'm from, yeah. I'm from a concrete jungle in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
The concrete jungle.
Welcome to the Concrete Jungle Podcast, in-depth artist interviews, where we'll be diving a little deeper with some of your favorite artists from all around the world and introduce you to some dope people you never knew you needed to know. Shout out to Island City Media Group for bringing you the Concrete Jungle every Wednesday, 8 to 10 p.m. California Fresh Coast, West Coast time. Make sure y'all tap in. We streaming live music 24/7. Check it out, y'all. Tonight, we got a dope treat up in the jungle, yo. We got an MC, a writer, Fourth Element veteran, West Coast hip hopper, a true spitter for the culture, y'all. I had the fortunate opportunity to grow up around some dope MCs, including my big oos right here. Please welcome to the Concrete Jungle, fresh out the duffel bag, city by the sea, Long Beach, California. Yo, my oos, MONSTA GANJAH up in the building. Blah, blah, blah.
The Concrete Jungle.
Thank you for that. That was great, man. Appreciate it. You made me feel good right there, Oos. Much love. Thank you for having me, man.
Oh, Oos, man, it's a blessing, Oos. I love us, Oos. Welcome, Oos. I thank you, Oos. It's an honor to have you, Oos, up on the pod right now. You know, we're connecting with everybody out there, Oos. How you doing, Ooso? Catch us up.
Yeah, I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Rest in peace, Small Godfather, Gangsta Red. We just dropped that Wesperados album, HV223, last month. So that's what's been going on lately. And then Don Raid got the movie out there that just dropped out there in the U.S. January 11th. So yeah, you know, helping the brothers Andy and brother D campaign with that. But yeah, you know, taking care of my kids. Yeah, so you know, just
life,
yeah, man, life, man. That's that's about it. That's why I was like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? When you hit me just then. But man, thank you for having me, Uso. Happy New Year, man. One love to all our Polynesian peoples out there across the world, and yeah, I'm glad because seeing this platform blow up, and I pay attention. Yeah, so it's dope, man. Thank you for having me. It's good to see your show blow up, man. Do good.
Thank you, Oos, man. I appreciate this, Uso. You know what I'm saying? It was an unexpected journey, and kind of like, you don't really know what kind of one thing starts and where you end up. And like, I had no idea I'd be doing a pod and reaching out and making sure that our people had a voice, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And coming from an artist point of view, from one MC to another, I look up to you, Oos, you know what I'm saying? And MCs that, you know what I'm saying, help cultivate me, you know what I'm saying? And like,
wow, man,
what I do, Uso, you know what I mean? Yeah. So hats off to you, Oos. It's a blessing, Oos. And, I just want to catch everybody up, yo. So for all of you guys out there who don't know, yo, my Uso is a West Coast California native, yo. So by way of MC, yo, we really reaching few corners out here by touching base, Oos. So let's take it back just a little bit, Uso. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Oos, I know you got the dope ass track right now. I was banging that before we clicked in. And I'm like, damn, man, give me goosebumps and shit. Like, as we listening to that. Like, let's get up into the startup of where it's at. Uso, Long Beach, California. Oos, how long has it been since you've been gone, Uso?
Oh shit, it's been a couple of years since COVID. Yeah, since COVID, about 3 years. 3 years since I've been out there. But yeah, man, I live out here in Adelaide, South Australia. When New Zealand is open and COVID and all that kind of stuff, then I go back and forth over there, yeah, I still network with Andy and Brother D from Don Ray. But yeah, man, that's about it. You know what I'm saying? It's, how everything's been slow motion since this, this thing, COVID. But yeah, Gangsta Red and I worked on that album. It's the Wesperados, the latest one that's out right now. And we basically, it's an old album that we had sitting there. The latest song that he did on there was Happy Valley 223. That was the actual last recording that Red ever did, which was like, I think like 3 years ago. Because he came out here, he was staying with me. Yeah. So, we finished that up, but one of his last things was to put it out. So yeah. Other than that though, man, it's yeah, man, that's it.
That's blessings,
living.
Uso. You
Yeah,
know, we
man.
speaking about Us, the late great gangster Red, rest in peace, Uso.
Yes, sir.
You know how we kind of like traveling back in time. We're talking about music, Us. I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of youngsters. Our demographic that Concrete Jungle reaches out is literally 11 to about 46. That's what our
Wow,
numbers
that's a
came back.
cool demographic, man.
So for a cool formal introduction, Uso, to Gangsta Red and the Almighty Booyah Tribe, explain to our viewers out there, the youngins, you know what I'm saying, that's yet to tap into some dope hip hop,
Oh, yeah.
veteran hip hop. Explain the necessary and like the true history of what Booyah meant and where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? As we're releasing music with the late great Gangsta Red.
Oh man, if it wasn't for them, for Booyah Tribe, Gangsta Red, OG Cobra, MONSTA, Gotti, Gizmo, Murder One, rest in peace, Young Man. We wouldn't be here. So basically, they paved a lane and a way, a way for us, a highway for us Polynesians to have an identity when people look back. I guess because the world is split by not split, but defined by ethnicity. So they'll look back and say those are Polynesians, and even when you go into the big, the Wu-Tangs, the exhibits, the Liebman brothers, which is the CEOs of Republic, Universal Republic, they know who Booyah is. So that's when they see us, they go, oh, just like the Jets, like Booyah Tribe, you guys are Polynesian, you Samoan, you Fijian, you Tongan, so on and so forth. So basically, yeah, they started out from the West Coast. My Uncle Ted, and a few, was it Charlie? I can't remember, but they used to do pop locking. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember exactly the name of the crew, but they was involved in the culture with pop locking. And then Gangsta Red came out, and he was ill with it. He could rap, he could spit. So basically, yeah, man, they've released a bunch of albums, and then me being related to them, being from Happy Valley right there in Carson. So my true roots is grew up in Carson. Everybody all the homies know Carson, but we always sort of majority lived in Long Beach. Right. My mom's family is from Compton. So yeah. So I spent my time mostly between, Carson, Compton, and Long Beach, those three areas. So, I'm the nephew, peeping them out. I used to go watch them do hella stuff back in the day, shows with Ice-T right across the street from Scottsdale Projects right there by where Triad used to be, the swap meet. And then you had the cinemas right there. So, you know what I mean? And then what happened was with me, I used to do security. And then I joined forces with these two dudes, Yuck Mouth and Numbskull, the Loonies.
Hey.
Yeah, I met Yuck Mouth actually at a studio session with Gangsta Red, and then I met him again at a club called Peanuts, in Hollywood. And then, I spit for him, and me and him, we got to mix it up, and he was like, man, you could bust, you know what I'm saying? He was like, so then Yuck Mouth put me onto the regime, which was the likes of Tech Nine, rest in peace, Gonzo, Pretty Black, Papa LQ, was an OG artist. Now his name is Kenny Kingpin. Man, so many people from the regime. And then, and then Yuck Mouth was on Rap a lot. So we used to go to Houston a lot. And during that time, then we would go overseas. So then I, went overseas, and that's when I met Don Ray. Brother D and Andy. Yeah, and man, that's 2000, I think 2003, 2004, you know what I'm saying? And then, kept a contact with Andy, and then came back in 2000, can't remember, it was 06, 07, and finally, I don't know, 2010, and ended up signing a deal, not a deal. I have my own record label, so they gave me a press and distribution deal. Yeah.
How was that? Running your own record label?
Yeah, with Universal Records, because that's who that's who their major label is, who puts them out. Man, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot of stuff, man. I learned a lot of business. You know, I don't know if you've seen that movie, the documentary, but yeah, you know, it talks about a lot of stuff that they had. That's like in the very, very beginning. But yeah, I mean, it was reason why I bring that up is because I was at, you know, I was at ends like questioning Andy and Brother D and all that kind of stuff with business. But at the end of the day, it's all business, you know, like money spent, and like, you know, like for example, Savage, you know, he didn't just get picked up off the streets when you watch the documentary. He had bread, because you need money to put out projects and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's where the record deal comes in place, and you learn all that stuff that, okay, you know, like for me, I put my own money in, you know, a little bit, but not a lot, you know, and then came in on the back end and covered. So there's a word they call recoup. You got to recoup, means the money that was spent. All it means, this is all it means for the youngsters, the money that was spent on your project, you got to pay that back. And then once you pay that back, then you start making royalties and all that type of shit. So yeah, it was good, man. It was a good learning experience. Yeah, it was cool.
Is it safe to say in the time right now they should be avoiding these 360 deals still?
Hell yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So my message to the kids is, with all the tools and social media and the platforms that they give you, you don't need to you know, join a major record label. All they're gonna do, they're just gonna inject more money, you know, and they're never gonna give you what you're worth. And that's just not a bad thing. It's just business. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it's like if you was the record label, you know what I'm saying? Money don't just come out of people's ass, you know what I'm saying? So it comes from the bank account, you know, you got accounts. So that's just simple business, a rule of thumb. Less overheads, and you make more profit, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you know, you can, they got third party distributions. Like, I can't remember the name of it right now, but you know, those smaller CD Baby, or I can't remember, there's one that everybody uses. Yeah, you can do that, you know, because it's gonna cost money. You need good logos, you need good high-res photos, you know, for your press kit. You need a good bio and videos, a lot of visual content. That's the game right now, visual content. You know, everything's visual content. So
straight up.
Yeah, just be prepared to spend money and don't quit your day job. You know? Like, geez,
you gotta have like 5 to 10 hustles going on if you're a rap artist.
Man, right now it's bad.
No, I feel you. I got my son about to graduate from high school, so I'm like, we gotta hurry this up. I got a rap career to get back to. You know what I'm saying?
I'd say, you know, thank I'll be the same way. Thank the Lord for like Dwayne Johnson, because that gives us hope. Because like, at the end of the day, man, you know, it's because what happens is in America, all over the world, whether it's Usos, they see, you know, the big artists, like, you know, right now it's a little baby or whatever, the baby, but they forget we not, you know what I'm saying? We're not Meuli. So
right. What
is he talking about? I'm talking about marketing when you go into the real world, like labels and all that. And then they want to, you know, like sort of sound like that kind of sound, which is good, you know, because I was like me growing up with the homies, whatever, whatnot. The way that is, everything is like markets, you know, right. Like, everything is like markets. Is that going to be a good market? You know what I mean? So why don't you maybe stick to like what people, the consumers, see as in their mind. And I mean, we're going to get deep, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's all what the consumer thinks in their mind. And then that's when you got it, you know, when you got it. Because once you know what they want and you give them what they want, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? They always eating off you. But yeah, the culture's all like hip hop's kind of like, I don't know, it's like, I guess social media adds to it now. It's like you gotta die and then you cool, man. Like you're gonna die too.
Straight
like,
up.
You know
You're only famous, and you're famous when you die, they say.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, so like
I'm cool.
Right? You know, I want to ask you, because you know you are artist, you from over here, you're from Cali, you're living out there in Australia right now. What do you think is some of the things a poly artist will experience being from out here in the West Coast that they wouldn't necessarily experience in Australia or New Zealand?
Oh, what do I think they'll experience over here that they wouldn't? Oh, in Australia, like people, I mean, people will say, "Hey, how you going?" Like say hi to you, you know what I'm saying?
Friendly as shit.
How you going, mate? Like, and you know, America's like, that's all I tell my son. I say, you know, it just remind me of GTA. You know what I'm saying? I said, because it's just like who could get 6 stars. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, what is Monster Ganja saying? Well, over here is chill. There's no worries. You ain't got to look over your back. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's pretty cool here, man. So what they would experience is just like normal, how people used to communicate and say hi to each other back in the day without any kind of like looking over the shoulder. Or this culture now is like you got to have a gun or some type of like, it's like a video game if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be real about it. So like, yeah. So they have some kind of like respect for people, like in general. That's one thing. As far as in general, as far as music, they got open arms, man. They listen to, you know, the Nephew D Boy. They love Cuddy Banks. I mean, yeah, Cuddy Banks. I was about to say Cuddy Ranks, but the Uso, Cuddy Banks, rest in peace. They love his music. You know, they love Young LB. They love Craig. They love it. So it's just gonna get bigger. That's what I think. Yeah,
for sure. Like I was hearing a conversation, you know, with one of the Usos, Poetic. You know, just kind of mentioning, and you know, much love to the Usos. Shout out to Poetic, by the way.
Shout out to
you know,
Poetic.
You know, he always got love for the people and the culture. You know, that's what I really love about him and his art. And he was just kind of saying that he didn't realize how much adversities we're facing out here as artists from Cali, from LA, you know what I'm saying, from Carson, from out down south. Like it's a huge misconception about like how we handle
hella bad adversities. Like they can't even walk out the house. You feel me? Niggas are duck. Those kind of adversities. Like, no, yeah, I feel you. You're right, man.
So like I speak on that, you know what I'm saying? You from here, you know what I mean? This is that life that you live, you know what I'm saying? Like we saying, you feel it when you know that person lived that life. So like,
oh man,
vice versa, what would they experience being out here that we normally, it's like normal life to us?
First of all, if they coming from out there, well, hey, you know what? Check this out. Okay, so in general, yeah, it's gonna be harder. There's more people in America. That part. You know, yeah, you know, coming to LA, you need a strap, you know what I'm saying? A blicky, a gun, whatever, a tool, a pole, whatever, nigga, a ruler, what all these little niggas call it. You know, you need something. Basically mind your business, you know, that type of stuff. Keep the peace. You know, but since COVID happened, because it done turned up the tables and everybody just like, well, that nigga, he owed me money. Like, nah, I seen him last week. He was shining, you know, like all types of stuff, like the culture, you know, like, well, check it out. I'm trying to say New Zealand is crazy too, bro.
Right.
Yes, it goes down in New Zealand.
No, explain to us the difference, the gang culture in Cali and the gang culture in New Zealand. Explain that to us.
In Cali, they like to shoot a lot. In New Zealand, you catching everything. You're gonna catch hands, supelu, a rock, a brick. They wild out there, bro. Like they're just like, yeah, they're real proper. You know, like they get. And I'm not, man. I ain't taking nothing away from. All I'm saying is LA, you would, back in my day, you used to get it like, see, I feel old now. But, you know, back when I was growing up, you could catch the fade, you know, and the 1 ounce without nobody pulling the strap like, man, it's good. And nobody won't jump in because it was like, if you jump in, we're going to kick your ass. No, because, you know, you got to let them go one-on-one. So, but nowadays.
Too many niggas getting knocked out.
Nowadays, I'll be seeing these little kids, all these kids, you know, fuck that, I ain't being beat up. I'm shooting it. I was like, damn. Like, and then, you know, they get locked up. But yeah, man. But New Zealand lately, you know, like I talk with Andy all the time, and Brother D, you know, like the news is really pretty crazy how they're not showing stuff. But the local, like you're in your area, because man, it's going down in New Zealand. The Usos and they going at it with each. So out there, they got like biker gangs. They call them bikies. They're like, it's like compared to us in America, we'll think it's like old school, like the 70s, you know, like Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
But they with it though, you feel me? And they're real organized. They don't, you feel me? They're not real like loose.
Yeah.
And then they got Bloods and Crips. And then they got normal gangs that don't got like affiliation to the Blood and Crip. They just got their own color, like a black color, a yellow color. But yeah, they got a gang culture. New Zealand got a big gang culture. I think they pretty lit out there. You know what I'm saying? I give it up because yeah. But you know, in LA, it's just crazy. What
like,
I'm trying to say
like
is,
to shoot.
yeah, you won't even get that far. You feel me? It's just that, like it's just that's it. So it's just like, wow, what happened, man? You know what I mean?
Like, hey, going to that nigga.
So LA is crazy. It's like, man, it's stupid crazy right now, man. So yeah, man, I just pray that that people just think twice before getting upset, and then. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then plus when they got it, you know what I'm saying? They just
they
feel
turn
like
into a whole nother person. You know what I mean?
Man, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what
So man, you ever get homesick or so?
Man, I've been homesick, man, through COVID, man. I'm like, I didn't even get to go to Red's funeral.
Oh shit. Wow.
Hella mad.
Yo, that's pretty deep right there, man. So
yeah,
let's talk about it real quick, man. So like, how much did that affect you? You know what I'm saying? When, you know, having that news, you know, him being such an important person in your life.
Man, it affected me a lot because he was here at the house with me. He stayed here with me before he left. And, you know, it really didn't, because the type of person Red was, you wouldn't even know he's sick. He won't even tell you. Just look at him like, wow, he's skinny. Like, you know, you got to review it in your mind when he leave, because his vibe was so big. He was always like, just, you wouldn't, it was never nothing about being sick or nothing like that. It was always about just concepts. With me and Red's relationship, you know, I used to ghostwrite, you know, like with Red and, you know, and all that. So like me and my uncle was real close, man. So we had a real good, funny, a real tight relationship. You know what I mean? So I really haven't got over it yet, man. You know what I'm saying? I still feel him like he's with me, because a lot of my creative processes, and when his creative processes, I was there, like when they, you know, all the way back, man. Like, what album can we take it to? Shit, I think it was like, was it Mafia Lifestyle? Mafia Lifestyle, was Kosher Nostra. Yeah, those albums, I was like with him at the crib, you know, and we were just piecing together shit. And then I made like Yuck Mouth, but Red was hard, man. Red was really, really like, man, he had so much, he had a lot of ideas, man, and a lot of stuff that people do today. And I'm like, man, you know, like he was really ahead of his time, and he was really talented, man. Yeah, he was really talented. So yeah, I miss that dude, man. I miss Red. But yeah, I'm cool. Other than that, you know, my kids keep me sane. You know what I'm saying? It's good to let it out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared to admit it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I just maintain for my son and my daughter. You know, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? So I get them like half with their mom, so 50%. But me and her are cool. You know, the baby mama's cool. So you know what I'm saying? My kids and my daughter and my son, they keep me grounded and keep me going. And then the work that I was doing. So like I used to work with indigenous kids out here, Aboriginal kids.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
What kind of work?
All like youth work, man, youth worker stuff, like in schools and then inside the juvenile halls. Oh, you know, I was just teaching them so I was teaching them hip hop, but you know, like when when you revert it and explain it on the educational level, I was teaching them literacy, learning literacy, and numeracy through the form of music, storytelling. So I was just teaching them, and you know, verbs, pronouns, all that kind of stuff, but attaching it with hip hop stuff. So yeah, it was a program called Wrapped in Culture. Yeah.
Oh.
That I developed like, man, a while ago, probably like 2012. But now I'm doing work with handicapped, disability people now. Yeah, with people that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Those people.
That must be a rewarding feeling to be able to help.
It is, like, it's a rewarding feeling as far as like, you know, they're like, because of what's going on, they're oblivious to it, so they still communicate with you. Because other people, regular people, are just like,
they're tripping now.
yeah, people are tripping, man. So you know what I'm saying? People are tripping, so it's rewarding because them dudes, they be cool and we be just laughing. But yeah, it's really rewarding and helping them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, some of them have stories, you know, like I work with a young boy, 13, both his mom and dad is dead. And his his grandmother raises him, so, you know, but he's a cool kid. So yeah, it's good, it's rewarding.
That's what's up, man. It seems like you used a lot of your energy, you know, in the sense of, you know, grieving your Uso, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, in a positive way. It's all about channeling energy. I feel that, Us. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, that's, you know, like grew up gang banging, colors, and then, you know, when you travel the world, it really changes your outlook on everything. And then when you touch the motherland, like I've been back to Samoa, I performed in Samoa hella times. You know, I shot the video there with J Boog, This Is Love. It really changes your outlook. And then you're like, man, what is this really all about? You know, and the hard thing is you go back to the hood and the homies still there, but they got to keep that up because they're in the trenches, they're on the front line. So they got to follow suit. But to each his own, and to each individual, you know, when you I just say go travel, man, because, you know, it just changes your perspective on life, you know, in general. And then you're like, you know, and then you have kids, and then you're like, man, then you start thinking about, you know, back when you were young, when you did this and did that. Yeah, you don't want to spread that, you know what I'm saying? So you just want to be good to the community and the people around you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh, so what kept you out that way? What made you want to stay out there, you know?
Oh, it was
Cali boy. The weed is good out here. By the way, how's the weed out there, my Uso? How's the weed?
Right. They got good tree out here.
Hey, you know okay. All right.
Plus we stay connected worldwide. You feel me? So it's all good.
So like what made you stay? What was so dope? I hear a lot of dope things about New Zealand and Australia. Like what made you want to stay?
Oh man, it was just the deal that I had with Don Ray. And yeah, once after that, just a whole bunch of opportunities. You know, I got offered a job to work with those kids in the Australian government. And that kept me, you know, working and then, you know, providing for my kids. But yeah, that's pretty much why I stayed. And then going back, you know what I'm saying, seeing everything back home, it's just different out here. You know, it's more like you can see yourself living longer out here. Wow. You know? Yeah, like health-wise.
Man, when I see King Kapisi be diving in the ocean and shit on a random Wednesday, I'm like, I'll be in his text, like, Ooze, jump in there again for me, Ooze. I don't even see that shit, man, and our water is dirty.
Man, my family too, because I live right by the beach. You feel me? I just walk to the end of the street, and the beach is there. So that's another reason why. Man. You feel me? So you feel me? I walk to the end of the street, I'm like, man, there's nobody on the beach, you know, and Palangi is just hella cool out here. They don't even want to bother nobody. They're like, do you? I'm doing me. Everybody's cool. How you going, mate? No worries, mate. Yeah, cool. And just keep doing you, bro. The next thing you know, you're like, dang, you know, how a few years done passed by. Life is pretty easy out here, you know. Thank the Lord for now, you know. Yeah, because. But other than that, it's good, man.
What does home look like to you right now? How does it look whenever you kind of look back at home, like, you know what I'm saying? Take a little trip back. Is it the same? Has it moved faster? Where does it see? Where's it set in your eyes?
Oh, I love home. Miss home. I always gotta touch the soil, man. Like all the time. That's all I think about. I just be like, you know, I talk to my family every day. You know what I'm saying? My brother KT. You know, my other little relatives. You know what I'm saying? From my mom's side, and then my brother, my little brother. You know what I'm saying? No good. You know what I'm saying? Like I talk to them, and they, you know what I'm saying? They just be like, man, I wish I was over there with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so home is home. Home's always gonna be home. It ain't never gonna change. You know what I'm saying? I love home. So I miss home. Can't wait to go back. You know what I'm saying? Was gonna come for Christmas, but then the Omarion virus came out.
That B2K virus.
Man, you feel me? So like, yeah, decided to just stay. But yeah, trying to come out there like summertime, man, with the kids, you know?
Man, that's dope. Uz. I got a stupid question. Uzo, it's just
Oh, you
popped in
good?
my head. Maybe I'm a little stoned, but you from Cali? Do your kids have an Australian accent?
All my family's like, let me hear it, put it on the phone. She just like, how you going? Like she just got a hard accent.
Man, that must be crazy. Uz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's dope.
the way they talk, you know, they got like my daughter's got a real heavy Aussie accent. I'm trying to think of words because yeah, my mom, she's always like, put her on. And you know, she just got her little accent, little heavy accent. And they say, you know, like instead of dinner, tea, what we having for tea, Daddy? I'm like, feel like I'm in a commercial. I was like, what? Now I'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, no, we're gonna have this. But yeah, it's cool, man. I love it. That's why, yeah, I'm happy, man. It's funny too, you know what I'm saying? Like they got the Crocodile Dundee accent. Like,
what's more challenging, being a rap artist or being a parent?
oh man, a parent, especially you know,
up.
yeah, because but it's good though. You feel me with me right in the line. You feel me, like,
right?
Yeah.
Where's the balance? How do you find the balance in it all? Parent, being, you know, professional, being an artist. How do you find the balance, Uso?
Oh man. The balance is just dang. Keep it real, like going to the gym and working out and releasing. That's probably a good balance. And also just doing things different, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of less stress out here than out there. So it's easy to balance stuff, man. Easy.
Hell
like
yeah,
it's
it's
really
stressful than a motherfucker out here.
Oh man, I'm like
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we was just saying earlier, you just gotta maintain like a few jobs just to have one thing around here. You know what I'm saying? So,
no man. Oh man. Everything's gone up out there. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're a rap artist out here, I might be the, you know what I'm saying, the bartender at the club that you have. You know what I'm saying, on the weekend, but there's a few hustles that you got to get going, Oos. What
it's
can
crazy.
we expect? So what's coming up for you? What's coming up, Oos?
Oh well, man, we got the label. Me and Mosul KT, we got the label with Empire and the homie Heavy, which is Slim Thug, Baby Bash manager. Shout out to Big Heavy. Yeah, but yeah, we got the label PMR with Empire. PMR is Polynesian Movement Records. So, you know, got a few compilations. I'm gonna release some more music. I got like I think 3 songs with, you know, like I got 2 or 3 songs with Sammy Johnson, with Sammy J. Yeah, so just going through things and about to, you know, West Parados was like closing the chapter. Now that's done. Now I can get back to the poly stuff, which is, yeah, you know, working with the new poly artists that's popping now. But that's it. Let's just keep on putting out music and looking for other artists to help and put out.
That leads me to my next question. Then, what kind of artist you looking for? Or what's the artist got to do to get your attention to fuck with the label?
Oh man, to be honest, man, like a lot of people would say they got to be dope. You know, they got to be this. They had to have good raps. To be honest, in this day and age, they got to be able to have a good attitude so you can work the shit.
Goes a long way.
And then everything else is easy. Like I could write your raps for you, feel me? I could hum and boop bop this melody and we could read Freak Keith Sweat song like everybody, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is it's good one because there's a lot of people out there that's not even done nothing and they just act like they man.
Beyonce
like,
and shit.
man, they're the salt of the earth. Yeah, I'm just like, man, you ain't even, feel me? You ain't even traveled the world or performed overseas or, I don't say it, but you know, I'm just like, yeah, so I'd rather to be with somebody who's got a good attitude. Yeah.
I'll say it for you, Oos. I'll say it for you, Oos, because it's the platform where we need to elevate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I say this because in all honesty, Uso, that's why I say much love to you, Oos, for coming on the platform because we reach out, we try to reach every artist. If you can imagine every artist that's out there right now, I've reached out to them. And whether they want to come on the platform or not, that's all good. You know what I'm saying? But as we set this platform, Oos, one of the first artists that reached out to me was Chino XL. So
he's dope.
He did my first episode. So after, you know what I'm saying, like just talking to someone like Chino and just telling them, you know, I appreciate, you know, the time, he tells me straight up, like, I ain't got nothing more important than you got. So in that perspective, as people want to deny the platform or come on, it's like only the real ones are going to show up and take the link. You know what I'm saying? No, and that's what elevates our culture, Uso. So all you motherfuckers out there that ain't fucking taking the interview with you. So
take the interview.
We growing, yo. We growing. It's nothing.
No, man, much
gap.
Man, thank you for having me. I'm humble, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're right. Chino XL is a dope, man, OG rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to, you know, to support your show. I think you got a dope platform. A dope show, and I don't see why artists shouldn't get on, you know what I'm saying, to support you, man, because that's what elevates us, really, is supporting each other, that part.
Nah, I feel it. You know, I definitely feel it. And, you know, I'm an artist myself, so I'm always going to be able to come from a perspective of understanding. Like, I get it. I get it. Life takes over. Shit happens, especially being a dad or being just a human being. Something that's going on Sunday ain't going on Monday. So I understand things like that. But, like, talking to like my Uso Gotti, you know, from the Almighty Booyah tribe. This is why I said we got to be real with our culture and our community. And he says straight up, like, you know, we're dope. We got it. There's just too many crabs in the bucket, you know? Too many people that just don't want to, you know what I mean, allow each other to get up and just pulling each other down. And that's why I say y'all out there, it's all good. Because I still love and do appreciate y'all's art, no matter what it is. But we got to elevate. We got to put ourselves out there. We got to let them know, or else people gonna tell our stories. Uso, you know what I mean?
Man, that part I totally agree, man. Totally agree, man.
So Uso, man, I appreciate you stopping by, man. Any words of wisdom that you got for, you know what I mean, the future artists out there that's just approaching life, the youngsters out there, especially, you know what I mean, the young California natives out there that's like, man,
oh man,
you know, like looking at big.
Well, man, I say this: save your money up, take your time with it, and be true to yourself as far as the artistry, and don't try to be like nobody else but yourself. You know, because it's okay. Everybody's got a story to tell. So yeah, just try to be yourself as much as you can. Yeah, you know, keep the peace, man, spread love. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say.
That's what's up. Like my Uso Bo, rest in peace. He would always say, like, can't take shit from you when you just original. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
and
that part, man.
I echo that, Uso. And Us, I appreciate you, Uso. Could you let everyone out here know how can we get a hold of you, the music? Plug us up, Uso.
Oh man, I'm on all platforms, man. You could catch us, you know, on Instagram. I'm, you know, MONSTA_G1. And then on YouTube, just go look up MONSTA GANJAH, MONSTA space GANJAH, and my channel will come up, and then all my stuff. Yeah, but you could Google me. You could go on Google and just put my name in, and then all my stuff will pop up. But yeah, man. Thank you for having me, Uso. I appreciate you, brother.
You're very welcome, Uso, and thank you, Uz. We appreciate you having us, Uz, be a part of your life, taking us, on that side of the world.
You.
You know
Appreciate that.
Because I know y'all living in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like Friday. It's
said, y'all living in the future. Y'all seeing it for us. So
well, look, I'm watching Big Body Cisco on Twitch.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, because I'm a moderator. So my brother KT and Cisco has got this show on Twitch. Yeah, this is Tam.
That's what's up. We are building on Twitch right now, Concrete Jungle. I will say this, man.
Shoot me your link, Us.
Definitely, Us. I got you, Uso. You know what I mean? Like I said, Uso, I'm a rapper, dad slash editor, late to the party of this whole game.
That's why I thought I followed you back, bro.
Nah, all good. It's all love, Uso. And I just want to say, Uso, much of love for us, peace and blessings to everything you got going on out there, Uso. Whatever you got going on, we got going on, Us.
Man, same here, Us. Much love, Uso. Thanks for having me, and I support you, brother. Thank you, my Us.
Hey, man, peace, love, and blessings, y'all. That's right, y'all. It is your Uso devotion with the Concrete Jungle. Chilling with my Uso, MONSTA GANJAH. I'm in the building, y'all. Hip-hop chief rocker of the week. Keep it locked, Concrete Jungle.
This is the real Concrete Jungle.
It's your boy, MONSTA GANJAH, all the way from Australia, mate. Chilling with my Uso devotion on the Concrete Jungle. You understand what I'm saying? Get a piece of that. You dig?
The Concrete Jungle. Concrete Jungle.